Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joining me this afternoon, just down the street from Agrace Hospice Care, is Caitlin. Caitlin, how are you doing? Making it down here? And
doing it pretty good.
Pretty
easy walk over here.
Easy walk. Oh, it's a great day to come down here for a walk, so not too far away. And you may see you're holding some teddy bears today.
Yeah,
and,
got a couple of guys with me.
Yeah, so we have got to explain this, and this is I was saying to you in the break that we've done so many stories and worked together on a lot of projects, and I had never heard of this program. So talk about the Dory Teddy Bear. Let me get it right. Dory Bear program.
Absolutely. So our Dory Bear program started in 1994. Doris Klubertons was a patient of Agrace Hospice, and when she passed away, she gifted some money to establish this program. She really believed in the power of teddy bears. As you can see, they're pretty comfy, pretty huggable.
Absolutely.
Really good for all ages, especially in those stressful situations when maybe a family member or loved one is at their end of life. So we started this program. It's community supported, and we give about 1,000 bears out every year to patients, to their family members. Just the other day, I met a mom and her 2 kids out in just a lobby at Agrace, and she looked like she was pretty stressed. And I was like, you know what will make these kids, feel just a little bit better today? Dory bears. So I brought out 2 Dory bears, and these kids loved them. And just seeing the smile on their faces, really lifts their spirits, lifts my spirits too.
I would imagine. I just think this is such a great idea. A lot of people collect bears or have bears from growing up or whatever. When we're talking about donating, what would you suggest as far as quality of bear, or do you wash them? What's the process here?
Yep. So due to our health and safety precautions, we do ask that new bears be donated. So they do need to have the tags attached to them when they are donated to us, and they do have to be at least 10 inches tall. Any smaller than that, it gets a little bit tricky, especially with smaller children.
Sure.
So this is kind of an example of a smaller bear, and then we've got a nice big guy here as well. So they can be as big as you want, but we ask that people donate them to our Madison inpatient unit, which is just down the street on East Sherrill Parkway.
Fantastic. You just stole it right out of my mouth here. Is where could you take these donations to? Tell me this, the biggest bear that's been donated in the program.
Wow, I'm unsure about that. I would say the biggest one that I've seen so far has been at least 4 feet tall. And we've had a couple of events too where we bring Dory bears out into the community at health and wellness fairs, other places where we want to make sure that people know about our services, and everybody loves them, regardless of, if they know about Agrace or not. So we try to save the really big bears for those events, but our first priority is getting them to patients and families.
Talk about the impacts that this has when you're able to hand out the bear, or the situations that may arise here that just makes having this bear so much more awesome to have there.
Yeah, like I said, really with any age person in any situation, whether you have a family member on our services, or if you're sort of just in the building, it's really nice to have something to hold on to. These are things that you can hug, that are with you, that just will always provide that comfort, that smile, regardless of what situation you're in. So that's all we want to do. We want to bring a smile to people's faces through these bears.
Fantastic. All right. So quickly again, remind us where are the locations that we can drop it off, times that we can.
Yep, so you can drop off Dory bears at our Madison inpatient unit on East Sherrill Parkway, just down the street from the fish hatchery exit. Anytime, we will take them at our reception desk, and they will get distributed to our patients and families. You can also have a Dory bear drive. We've had many schools, community groups, faith communities do a Dory bear drive, and we've gotten bags of 50 to 100 plus bears all at once. So pretty cool stuff there.
And it says, too, if you maybe don't want to donate a bear because you're not sure where to get a bear or whatever the case may be, can we donate other ways to the program?
Absolutely. So we take donations of funds to Agrace as well. So you can just make out a check to Agrace, and in the memo line, just write Dory Bear Program. And we'll be able to take that money and purchase new bears and continue the program.
Yeah, and it says here you can mail those checks to the Agrace Foundation, 5395 East Sherrill Parkway, right here in Madison.
Yep.
Makes it just a little bit easier to get the bears. Well, awesome program, Caitlin. I would love to have your job. I think today it's taking bears around all over the place, but what a neat program, and it's just a great way and a tough time sometimes. Nice piece to have there. So
Absolutely. Well, thanks for having us on.
yeah, I appreciate it. All right, we'll take a quick break here. We'll wrap up the show next. It is